Vasel. Welcome to the Dice Tower. We are playing through The Godfather. What's the full name of this?
The Godfather, Corleone's Empire. Can you say it?
You know, it's like The Godfather, Corleone's Empire.
Thanks. I didn't know there was two ways to do that, but all right. So joining me to play through this game, and, well, we'll just go through people. We have Richard Launius, who has designed a game or two in his time.
Hello, hello.
Berkey, who has designed a table or two in his time.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
And does that.
Right. Derek Porter.
I'm Derek Porter. Hello.
Who might be even editing this, we don't know. And Eric Lang, new designer.
I've designed a game or two, like Richard.
High hopes for you, by the way. Good luck.
I'm scrappy.
So a couple things. First of all, this is a final production copy.
Yes,
of the
final
game.
production.
So this is what you're going to be getting. Secondly, we're not going to be playing through the whole game here. We're going to be taught the game, even though some of us know a little bit about it. We're going to be taught the game. We're going to be playing through just kind of a demo so you can get a feel of how the game works and how it changes. We were all friends at the beginning of this. We'll see how we are in an hour.
Yeah.
Two of you have threatened me, and the game hadn't even started yet, so. Two of you, before I walked through the door, I was threatened by two of you.
We must remember, this is strictly business, okay? Business.
No, it's personal for me. I just want to clarify that.
Nothing is personal.
For me it is.
It's only personal.
I will have a nothing personal reference counter going in the
So, this is The Godfather. This is the big box strategy Godfather game. And we are all playing the other five families, not Mr. Brando. During the four acts of the first movie.
We're the other families? That means we're
Well-
dealing in drugs then.
Well, we don't know. Look.
You don't have to.
Spoiler
You can be
alert.
above
It's a
that.
very ugly thing.
Spoiler alert on a movie
Some of,
older
us
than me?
some of us don't do that.
No.
How's that a spoiler?
It's not a
I'm sorry if I ruined the movie for you guys.
I've never seen it.
Well, okay. This is the game, right? So over the four acts of the first movie, we follow Don Corleone through the story. Meanwhile, we, the other families, are going to be running our legitimate family business. Of course we are. In order to generate as much money as we can to be the top earners for, at the end, when, spoiler alert happens, the family who's generated the most money will win the game. That's the big overview. However, it's a tough life being a mob boss, and we're going to be having money flow throughout the game regularly. So you see there's piles of money here. We're going to be placing thugs on business to shake them down in order to take illegal goods in order to finish jobs, which get us lots of cash and cool abilities from the very reminiscent of the books, of the movie.
Well, maybe you read it.
Well, I didn't actually. I'm sorry. I love the movie though. It's my favorite. It is at least in my top 3 of all time. Any time could be my favorite. So now the tough part is all this cool money we're going to be getting along with our jobs and goods and allies is going to be going into our hands. Right now, money in your hand is dirty. It's not good for anything. Did we not give you an innovative amount of money to start with?
You've
Here you
given
go.
me no money.
There you go. We're going to give you. We're going to
I feel a
give.
slight.
Wait a minute, did you take my money?
You know, things happen in business.
I gave everybody. We're actually doing this game from setup, by the way. So like the game was designed in such a way that just like run. We're gonna let's get right into the game. So I'm giving everybody a $1, a $2, a $3 bill. Okay. Right? There's it's $3 million, but it's all right. That's the last attempt at a Corleone impression I'm going to do
first one.
ever.
It's adequate.
We're going to give everybody those 3 to start with, and we're also going to give everybody 2 jobs from the jobs deck. So take 2 cards and give them each player. So each player will have 5 cards in their hand. You notice they all have the same back.
You should also do it. You didn't do yourself a first one.
I didn't.
You didn't.
All right, and just leave that in easy reach of Mr. Launius there. So each of us are going to have 2.
Sorry.
Oh, I know what you got. Dude, remember, I designed this game.
Oh, you don't know what I like.
I know exactly what
it's
you
probably
got.
an area control style.
Oh, yeah, I know
You just have to
exactly.
bring ice cream cake to the wedding, right?
That's what I'm.
So we're going to be shaking down business to get those goods, to funnel the money. But money in your hand is no good, right? It's dirty money. What you need to do is funnel that money into your launder your money and put it into your suitcase. Only money in your suitcase at the end of the game counts.
Okay.
That is, everything in your hand is useless at the end of the game. In fact, it is even a little bit of a detriment until you get it in here, because at the end of each act, all this cool stuff that we've got, we have to discard down to a maximum hand size. The rest of it goes as tribute to the Don. So if all you're doing is concentrating on getting as many raw cards into your hand as you can. Oh, are you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
my favorite man in the world.
That's awesome. You do that. We're going to win.
Dude, public face.
I'll take $1
It's a
now.
respectful thing to do.
I didn't say I respected
There used to
you.
be like a light in here that
I
shines
respect
when I.
him.
Oh, sorry,
Well,
Rob.
this took a turn south all of a sudden.
Enjoying this.
So remember that. So it's only money in your suitcase actually counts at the end of the game. And manage your hand carefully. So it's not, you need to be just like a good mob boss. You need to have a working engine of getting your goods, doing your jobs, and finding a way to funnel it into your suitcase before you have to pay too much of it to the Don. The main sources of money are going to be through jobs and through some cool bonuses you get from turf that you've controlled at the end of the game, and extra job bonuses for different types of jobs that you do. We'll get to that in a minute. For now, let's just go do stuff and get it. I've put some characters off here to the side. They only get unlocked in later acts. I'll put these red businesses over here. This is the full setup of the game. This is what the game looks like set up for 5 players. It plays 2 to 5.
Hey, every model is different.
So each family has 2 thugs, which are the same.
They got the guns.
Yep, and they have 1 family member.
I prefer to call them associates.
Associates, yeah, of course you do. And they all
Family
have,
members been at the pizza.
they have,
We call them Fatty Smacky over there.
At
they have-
Mama's place.
the models, there are 3 different family models for each one.
Yeah,
And you're
that's
going to
pretty
unlock a new one in Act 2 and one in Act 4. We're just going to play through Act 1 now to get us started. And there also, you'll notice that there's some neutral figures out there. We'll talk about them later. So, each act has 5 phases, and once we go through the 5 phases of Act 1, you're going to know everything about the game. I'll just explain the unlocks and you know how to play. And we're just going to dive right in there. So, I'm going to take the horse's head as the first player because I'm the one explaining to you. Yes, the first player token is a horse's head. There it is.
I don't want the horse's head.
Well, then you're not going to be first player.
If it
Gave
shows
you
up
the
in your
horse's head.
bed,
You gave it to
And
me.
once you had the whole horse, but now.
I need to do one more. I need to do one more thing for setup. It's from the business pile here. I'm going to actually seed the
Everyone is blank.
seed where it says starts with a business with 5
Right.
plus players. There's one up here. So it tells you right up on there. For different player counts, we seed different numbers of businesses
Okay.
to start with, and the rest we're going to come in later in the game. So. I'm going to give you guys a really quick overview of what happens in these 5 phases. So the first thing that happens, we open a new business. A new business comes onto the board, cool new stuff to get. Then we're going to have our shakedown phase, in which we're going to use our thugs and our family members to shake down either businesses for their immediate good, or we can use our family members to influence an entire area, and they will shake down the back end of all businesses in all districts that are adjacent to them. Very powerful, and of course you only get 1 of them. So we're going to do that one at a time. I will place, you'll place, you'll place, you'll place, or we'll finish jobs from our hands at the same time, which will, if we have enough goods to complete them, we're going to play that job, do this really cool ability. That's a big part of the game, by the way, and gain money for it. That's that phase. Then after that, we're going to have a turf war. After we've placed all of our guys on the map or face down in the river, as it may be, we are going to do a turf war, and we're going to check to see who has, if anybody has a clear majority of influence, muscle as we call it, of that area. So, for example, if I have, so right now I have 1 muscle in this area, but the blue player also has 1 muscle because he's influencing there. Here, well, I can't do that, but let's say
Does
here
the
I-
+3 give him the bonus on that?
No, that's just if this is only in a 3. This is only usable in a
okay.
3+
You're
player.
new to
game.
gaming?
Well, I didn't know if it was a bonus or not.
Wow, the trash talk begins. He put his cap on backward too. The gloves are off.
What, are you catching today? Or?
So as you see here, the red player here has 2 muscle in that region, so he has clear influence, which means they are going to gain that turf. And that means that at the end of the game, we're going to get bonuses for whoever owned that turf most throughout the game. And in future acts, the owner of that turf is actually going to share in all bonuses from shakedown from other players that go visit those businesses. That's that.
We get a little piece of the action.
That's exactly right. Then after that comes the bribing phase, in which we're going to bid from our suitcase to get powerful new characters. We'll talk about those later. They're really cool. Then finally at the end, we're going to pay tribute to the Don. We've got to discard down to our 5 cards. That's it. That's the round. Oh, gee. Well, that escalated quickly.
Did you say bid from our suitcase or bid from our hand on
Bid from the suitcase for
I'm
this.
happy to help him in public.
Oh yeah, there you go. So that's the overview. Do you want to? Let's just go right in there. So, I am the horse head. I'm going to go first. So,
Was those initial business placements, was that what the first turn was?
no, that was the setup. Those 5. We're a 5-player game, so I put the business here because here it starts with a business with 4+ players, and those 2 starts with 5 players. So in a 4-player game, we'd start with 1. 5 players, we start with 3.
We're actually going to start with a 4th one coming out right now.
Coming out right now. Yep. So can you?
Who decides where it goes?
It goes in the lowest possible available space.
So Queens.
That's right. Whoosh.
What is it?
Where are you, Mr. Queens? No.
Queen's right here.
Yeah. Yes, you are right. I'm not paying attention.
What
Throw
is
that there.
The Meats Building?
The Meats Building.
I like meat. Meat's delicious.
Looks like we can take some
These are
money there.
They're all locations from the movie.
That's where we like to meet.
So, we're going to shake down. Let me explain what these businesses are so it makes sense for why we're going for what we're going for. So, this building here, oops, wrong guy. For example, if I go to the family bar, right, I can take, if I go here, I will get a booze.
And some whiskey,
Right?
huh?
That's one of the 3 legal goods. Now, I'm not going to do that.
You went there.
I'm just showing you an example, sir.
Piece played is a piece.
I know. So you see, there's 3 illegal goods here, right? There's here, and there's guns over here, right? And there's dirty money over dirty money. It's blood money actually over
Blood money.
over there. Those are the 3 resources that you can get, and each one of them is used for jobs. You want to hold one of those jobs there up to the camera, maybe, and show them the. So
2
for
blood
example,
money on this one.
Yeah, if you want to finish the job to muscle in, you have to turn in 2 blood money, and then you will get that really cool ability, and you'll end up getting $4. In this game, you can put it back, sir. Thank you. See, he does my bidding.
Badly, apparently.
Drive-by shooting requires 2 guns, and then you can do a cool drive-by shooting and get $4. And I'll walk you guys through the rest of it. You don't have to.
Booze will let you. Let's see what this one says
You
is.
can't refuse.
You make them
Yeah,
an
other players
offer.
discard a card. You choose one and suitcase it, so pretty valuable. And the shakedown is going to be blood money, a gun, and booze. Shake down the front of any business, even if it has a thug, and you get $5.
Now,
So this is pretty simple. Most of these give you that and or money.
right, exactly right. Right, there's $3 right here if you get that. Let me walk you through the suitcase. Well, suitcase lets you suitcase exactly 1 bill from your hand. This game is a very exact change rule. You can always only take exactly the denominations as offered, and you, in this case, you can only put 1 bill in here. Managing that is important to the game. You have to show the bill, show everybody the bill that you suitcase. So in this case, I say, oh, I'm going to take 2 and I'll put it in my suitcase. There it is. It's ready to be.
This one means it has to be a 2?
Nope, that one is you get $2 and a suitcase action.
Can it be the $2 you just
Damn
got?
straight. Darn straight. Darn tootin'.
Keep it clean here. This is a mafia game. And they would never use any of that
No, we
colorful
need to-
language.
We need to keep it respectful, you know?
Besides, there's a wedding going on.
There's family involved here.
Family business.
Sinatra's going to sing soon.
No, it's coming. So that's it, right? Now, over there, you can also, that's a just better building. Oh my God, that place is awesome. You get a blood money and $1.
But here you get the start player token, right?
There you get to take the horse head from my cold, dead hands and take
I'm
$1.
perfectly content with that cold dead part.
Right. This one here is to take a new job. So you take a new job. You actually draw 2 cards from the job deck, look and pick one of them, put
Keep
the other
one.
one back.
These are jobs that only we can do.
Those are jobs only you can do. Those jobs anybody can do.
Got
So in
it.
this case, this is better because you get money and a new job.
Right. That one is strictly better than this one. But of course, only one person can
Right.
shake it down. That is, and finally over there in the cemetery, you can discard any 2 cards from your hand and take $5.
Including a job card?
Yeah, any 2 cards. They're all
Interesting.
in your hand. They're all cards. Got to manage it.
It's a beautiful thing.
And I just died. So,
It is a beautiful place.
so take it. So generally speaking, you take a look at the jobs in your hand for short term. Like what actually do I need right now? That's the short term. The long term, of course, is going to be the turf war. We'll get to that later.
Well, we're gonna know what's best here by watching your first move. Here.
Oh, are you? Are you, sir?
You're gonna take a
He's not going to do his best move.
He's
on
gonna
the
take a
first one.
substandard move to trick us.
I've watched him before. He like lays back and then he
He's
hammers
gonna
you
see
later.
if we fall for the classic blunder.
Okay. Remember that the thugs go here to the front, but the family members
And he
they
gets
do
everything.
They do a thing. I'm gonna visit.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming.
I'm gonna visit. Now, they take. You notice it's very important that he doesn't take the back end of the front end of the business. They take the back end. So I'm actually gonna get 2 jobs. I'm going to get some guns, and I'm going to get a suitcase of card. You do this in any order.
Quick question. Seems like going first is an advantage.
Mhm.
There's no way to counter. There's no counter to that. There's no balance.
What's your
to-
point?
Oh, you'll see. Well, there's risk.
You can kill dudes.
Yeah, there's risk. I'm doing this for the camera. This may not be always the first move I do.
That's where I was gonna go. So
Oh.
I feel pretty happy about
Well,
that.
just so you guys know, there's a drive-by shooting job right out there in the open.
I would never kill anyone else's people.
Oh, I would.
Guys,
I'm
I'm
You
your
know,
friend.
yeah, we know.
Look,
this.
so
We know
Everybody
about
knows.
This guy's up to anything.
Anybody knows that they can gun this guy down,
That
throw
guy.
him into the river.
All I gotta do is be able to run faster.
He's gonna ballroom dance later at the
But I'm good with that. So I'm going to take 2 jobs. Can you pass me 2? I'm going to look at 1.
You also get a gun and a briefcase. That's a great.
You get to keep both of them though, don't you?
No, you do it twice. I'm doing
Shuffled
it-
in.
Oh,
A back-
okay.
the
So
bottom.
you do it twice.
That's right. And
Now
then
you're gonna do it again.
That's right.
There you
This turn
go.
is taking so long.
I know. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna grab a gun, and I'm gonna suitcase my $3.
He's winning.
I'm done.
Kill him. All right, what are you doing there?
Richard Launius, what are you gonna do?
I think that
Richard's like, I'm gonna design a game.
He's already redesigned this in his head. With superheroes.
With superheroes.
well, this doesn't do a whole heck of a lot for me, but I want to do it because I have a reason. So
Have
I'm
a
gonna go
reason.
there.
It's not like there's a job
I believe
right
he's-
on the table.
No, I think we might go across the river in Brooklyn.
Stay out of my way is all I'm saying.
So yeah, there was a river zone there. So you're, oh man,
So
look at
we'll
you.
take $1,
So you take
and we'll take a
not a
blood
dollar.
money and $1.
It's the
Oh, the back
yeah
end.
back end.
So
So
we'll
you're
take
actually
the
getting
blood
2 blood
money.
monies, 2, and 2 jobs. And Tom, it's your turn.
Now that one's on the, just
You-
on this
you
side. It's
look
not
at
on that
two
side.
and
It's
Start
everything
one.
it's touching.
So he does those.
That's
two
what he's
then.
doing right
I'm
now.
gonna go small. I just want a gun for no reason at
Yeah,
all.
for no reason whatsoever. The risk of being first, of course, is that we are available to be gunned down.
I feel pretty confident that you took a gun too. So this whole
All right.
peaceful talk I'm hearing,
Can you put me just north of Brooklyn there?
he meant in the
Here?
river. Kill
Yeah.
him.
What? Yeah.
So he's getting
I get-
2 blood money and 2 suitcase actions.
Yeah, so I will
So
take
whenever you have to do multiple things on your turn, you do it in any order that you like. Now, just note, everybody, like my hand's already over my limit, so I better start thinking about funneling.
Yeah, I'm casing my 3 and 2.
All right. Well, show us how to funnel here. It's your turn.
All right. So it goes like this.
The 4.
What is this, the
fifth.
dance?
I've already explained all the rules. Now we're going to play the game.
Sure.
I am interested.
I wonder what it's like to play with passive people. Because I just never do.
I am going to grab. Can you put me over there? I'm going to grab the blood mune and $1.
He's taking a lot of blood money, I'm just saying.
No.
I took 1, exactly 1.
Well, see? Now I have his numbers. Tricked.
Now it's an action to do this, right?
So right, instead of using a figure, you can complete a job. If you've played all your figures, you're out of the round, and you cannot do anything else, including play another
Oh,
job.
I'll make an offer they can't refuse. What the heck? Other players all discard a card. I can choose one and suitcase it.
So all of us simultaneously just.
Do I get the 3 at the bottom also?
That's right.
Does it have to be a money
Give me
card?
that 3.
Nope, any card. Now, I want to tell you guys something that I haven't explained before. When you finish that job now goes into your suitcase. That matters because at the end of the game, there's a $5 bonus for whoever completed the most jobs of each type.
Wow, so since he can choose one, I'm about to discard a job card.
He
could pretend that he actually completed this job
That's
at
right.
the end of the game.
That's right.
I will test
Well,
you
we
with
all
that.
do it at the same time.
Oh, okay, I'm
So-
sorry.
It
You don't know what mine's
doesn't
going to be.
You know, we're just making an offer you can't refuse, so you ought to bring us something. Really? That's what you bring? That's what you bring? When we come to your party, we bring a lot more than that.
It represents 1,000,000 of those.
So Richard can suitcase one. The rest of them are discarded back into
Do we
their
know which
respect-
one he suitcases?
Yes.
Okay.
You always show what you suitcase.
So there's never a secret card put in here?
Correct.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna put the extortion one in there.
Arg.
And these just go away,
They
right?
go back into their respective
Go
piles.
back, and this
It's
one
kind of a
goes.
bad move I made there.
And I get a 3.
That was mine, actually.
I get a 3, right?
Yep.
And then
Goes into
these
your
both
hand.
go in there.
That's
right?
right.
New job come out?
No, not until these are gone until next act.
Interesting.
You see, some people show me some respect. You're one. I'm sorry.
The act is over once everyone's
Yeah,
passed,
yeah.
basically?
Well, this part of the act is over after
It was
that's after everyone's passed.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Did you get the card that came with it that said you're one of a kind?
Well, they
Don't
said I
clap
was
for puns.
special when I came to the party.
No, I was just thinking that same thing. You get no reward from me there, Derek.
one of a kind.
Oh, this is interesting. I should have done something different. That's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
You know, I think I might be doing a little bit of cleaning some money over here.
That's what I thought.
We'll put a 3
So I want to
in
make
the
everybody aware
suitcase.
that the job that Richard suitcase was called extortion. It takes 3. Just so it was open info, right? That anybody completes that job, it's 3 liquor, but whoever does that gets to take 3 money cards from any other player's suitcase, their choice. So in case you're wondering, like, why
I want
would
you
I
guys to steal from
why
me.
would I
Do
only
you hear
why would I
anything?
only discard
That's
my
right, we're a
biggest
poor
money?
family.
I'm looking at that delicious $3.
I see what you're saying. So I could maybe put a 2 in there, huh?
I'm not trying to.
I think you need to put the big bucks in there.
Yeah. Don't listen. To
I got a
me.
card that it says you need to put the big money in there.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think I will put my 2 in there.
Thomas. You know, it's serious when Tom's got the cap on backward.
Well, okay, I'll go here, I guess, actually.
Okay.
That's a better spot. So that gives me 2 $1,
2 $1. That's right.
and then I'm going to place one of those dollars in here.
You can put anything from your hand in your suitcase.
I'm putting $1 in here
Okay.
because I'm saving most of my money for the Don.
Okay.
I'm his faithful
Oh,
servant.
yeah, you
And then
are.
I'm taking a gun for no reason.
Yep. Yes, I.
Okay. I am going to.
This game makes me so happy.
Oh my God! Really?
Is that where you were going to go?
I thought
What-
going first was beneficial.
What if you didn't do that?
Oh, are you bringing? Are you allowed to do that in this game to give other people cards?
You are not allowed to.
Okay. 'Cause it
you
sounded
can-
like you were about to.
No, he was simply going to threaten him
Yeah.
on the side.
You can.
There's no card play, but
You may not give other people stuff, but you can absolutely make threats.
Can we go talk somewhere?
I add
Come back, I have a
go
black
behind the board here.
black eye. I'm like, okay, I'll do what he said.
If you
Decided
do that,
not
I'm
to
gonna-
go to the
I
Corleone
promise you, I'm
laundry.
going to gun you down.
Corleone.
Wow.
Okay.
He doesn't even have the guns. Don't.
Your threat has been noted and logged.
Okay. And
You know he plays with Sam all the time, right? This is not gonna work.
hashtag ignored. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Well then, in that case, I'm going to do a thing.
He
I'm
also
gonna
only
see a
has
man
one
about a
gun,
horse.
So.
I wanted that one.
Nope. No, you're not. No, hold on.
The horse is right there. So.
I'm in a bad place.
Hey, if no one takes the first player mark, are you first player again?
Correct.
All right. Not that I
No,
care.
I have to do this. Oh God, my pain.
What do you mean you have to? You don't have to. Nobody's
have to.
making you do that.
Okay.
2 jobs.
I'm compulsed. Compulsed.
Compulsed. He's an English major.
Is that because you're going for territory over there? Just as a.
Okay, so
Maybe.
I mean, because there's an advantage to having the most in an area,
Yes.
right?
You get you own that turf at the end. So Tom, you were asking about the advantage to going first is that you get first pick of what you need tactically, but the advantage to going last,
did you
Is
see where
that-
other people go in?
you get to go for territory.
Right. We're really here just to protect the Don's interest. I'm not really here for myself, guys.
You know, I don't think you have control of Chelsea yet.
Oh, right. Fair. I was
right.
making an example.
Now, if I go right here, that says I get to, or I can put a
You get
$2 in.
You get 2, and you also get a
This
suitcase
could
back.
be what's put in.
But the suitcase actually could be anything, right?
Yep, that's correct. Any money.
You can't put goods in your suitcase, right?
Correct.
Okay.
This is a hand.
3. Stay away from my suitcase.
All right, Chief, what's going on?
You know, I think I'm gonna get some business jobs to do here.
What happened there? That was my friend.
You know, that was just an oversight.
Okay.
He actually moved you out of Brooklyn, okay? And I kind of like the way that you said, what?
That was all the way you were talking to me.
Excuse me, are you actually moving me out of
You
Brooklyn?
know, this cheating is an ugly word.
The term was muscling out, sir.
Yes.
All right, so while he's deciding here, quick
Yeah.
question.
Yes, sir.
So, in case this happens in the future,
Yep.
when people get killed,
Yes.
How does
when
that work?
people get killed,
They go to the
you
river.
take them and you put them face down in the Hudson.
Yeah, you know, it's like Luca
You'll get them
Brasi.
back next
He
turn,
sleeps with
but
the
they are
fishes.
face down and they no longer
But they're never
count
the
for-
same, Tom.
All right.
Never.
Never
this
the
was
same.
just a rhetorical question.
It was just
isn't it?
rhetorical.
Never the same.
All right, so my turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this drive-by shooting job here.
Oh, wait, I'm not over here, you're not.
No, I think it's a good move.
All right, so 2 different players.
So he guns down.
I'm not even a threat.
You
It's a thug, right?
Absolutely.
You
Take
gun down a thug from 2 different
No,
players.
it says
people
one
that are messing
figure.
with you.
It says a thug. It doesn't. I'm just really trying to.
Oh, okay. No, this guy's
can show you
definitely.
which one's going.
This guy's definitely dead.
Why me?
He
Well, you
sleeps,
know you got a little too pushy.
he sleeps with
He
the
got a little
fishes.
handsy at the wedding, and that we don't put up with that.
No, on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Not the day of his daughter's wedding.
Very disrespectful.
Got a little handsy. What is that about?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now don't forget to take your reward for that.
You took 2
I will.
of
I'm
them
taking
down,
$2.
Take the $2.
And then I'm putting this into my thing.
Yes.
Tom, I'm disappointed.
That was
in
part
you.
of your job reward for doing that?
I was kind of proud of you at the beginning.
The
The
$2
job goes
take-
in.
Yep.
But the $2 here, I
Goes
got
in.
$4
I
as
see,
the
okay.
reward.
All right. What is the muscle in
I'm
card?
sorry if the game
I
allows
see
me
it
to kill
gives you
stuff.
2
I'm going to do so, even if
Muscle
it's
in
at
it
detriment to
says
my
you
strategy.
take one of your
not a-
figures from the
It's
back of the
always good to
city
kill people.
I
and
know.
use it again immediately. And you
In
get
game. He
2
means in game.
Okay. Got it.
Kids, don't try this
I
at
am going
home.
to pull the intimidation job.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't forget.
So add one of your
Put it on
control
the board.
markers to 1 turf.
Oh, that's gross. All right. So
Oh, that's a really powerful one.
that is really good, and it's $6 too. So you just put straight up intimidate
Yeah.
yourself, and now.
And this will not be replaced?
It can be
Oh,
stacked
no,
on
because they're
top.
stacked. They're
That's right,
stacked.
yeah.
I see.
Well, we did. Okay, the
Used
camera doesn't know this.
intimidation.
No,
It's one of my
I'll tell you
favorite
later.
moves.
So,
Yeah.
a control marker means that you own that turf
You know
now.
what I
In
mean,
future
don't you?
turn, anytime anybody puts
Intimidation?
anybody down there,
Yeah, it's good.
shake down one of
Yeah,
those
I knew you'd
businesses
say
with a
that.
thug.
I mean, you know,
You
I'm
also
still,
get that reward.
I'm trying to decide what to do here.
So, my advice is to intimidate an area where you don't have any presence and you cannot possibly win.
Yeah.
And where you think that, well, I'm the only one left. Try to guess where I'm going to go. There's only actually 2 areas. Queens and Upper East Side.
Right. Well, so if you take that, for example, if you
Yeah.
take the Upper East Side, then Tom is actually going to have to share that with you.
Oh, that's true.
That's right.
Who said I'm going to Upper East Side? I might be going to Queens.
No, you don't know.
I like the way he thinks.
Or I might be going
I
up
like the
East
way he
Side.
thinks.
How many cards are you holding?
He has a lot of cards.
I have a ton of cards.
Yes, he does.
Remember, I just got those $4.
So yeah, you're probably going to Queen.
Or you would be in.
It goes here, right?
Probably.
Now this
don't-
means he controls
Don't
the
forget to take
area.
your $6.
Actually, I am still considering
And this just counts
my
as one
job.
control here, though,
That's right. Well, it means he currently controls it.
So
That
if
is
you
his
move a
turn.
thug into here, he's going to get a piece of the action.
Yeah, it happens.
Ironically, that's exactly how we.
It's just,
that's exactly
it's
how
just
we call it in
business, you
playtest.
know? Although there's some things
So
you can't
I'm out.
forget.
I placed all my thugs.
Well, you
I'm
could still
out.
do a job, right?
Nope. Once you've placed all your thugs, you are out.
Did you go?
Yeah, I just did that job.
I did mention that at the beginning of the round, sir.
So you are not taking.
You know, I
more
have
action.
what's called
out.
selective hearing.
So it's over to you, Richard.
You know, it comes with age or wisdom, one of the two.
Yeah, it
You
is.
still got a thug left, too. I
Yep,
forgot about
Timing
that.
is important.
Yeah, that didn't go quite as well.
I do remember that now from last time I played this.
And
thinking,
I told
oh,
you,
it's great.
And for the record, I told you before it came up
Here it comes with the for the record.
To be
thing.
fair,
For the record.
later on we're going to be able to rewind this and see.
Now, if I went here, I get a suitcase action, and I get the top of those, right?
Yep.
If you want booze that badly.
Oh my! Look, we're sad. Wow. We have to hold a wake.
Although
I was actually shooting at this guy. Your guy just happened to be in the same car eating pizza.
You get two lovely suitcases
Yeah, I think I
here
want to
too.
go that way
right?
probably.
Look
Was
at all
pizza
that.
around in this
Yeah.
era?
Yep, you're right. So I can
Of
get,
course it was.
I can get
Good
a,
pizza.
No,
I
no,
get
no,
a
pizza's not
gun,
as old
a
as you think.
suitcase,
Yep.
and a booze.
I don't think pizza was in the Godfather movies at all.
I don't know. 'Cause I've never actually
You know, we
But
kept
now
that under
this is timing's important here.
Yes.
That's my action for this turn. So even if I could do a job that's in my hand, I
You're
can't
done.
do it now,
Right.
right? But I can still take the other actions.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So let's see here.
No, that was an
there
unfortunate.
are-
All right, my two
What's that?
suitcase
Pizza
actions.
Restaurant.
A
Where
three
I
and a
grew up,
one.
called Godfather Pizza. But
All right. You are
Hey, when they
out.
rob your suitcase, do they
I'm done
randomly
right
do
now.
it?
Your
Or-
choice.
Okay.
It's on the card. Really, Tom?
You said take it out of your cold dead hands?
What'd you just do?
Wow. I just want you to be clear on that.
Really?
Okay. What
Out
are
of the river,
my
huh?
options? I have-
Oh, I see. You also did it for. Fine.
and then
But
No, I wanted the horse head, buddy.
okay.
I will take that 3 there.
Oh, so you are very efficient with your hands, sir.
And that's pass.
Yeah,
We're all done.
So we're finished with that. So now we're gonna have turf war.
Drive
so,
the car.
Brum, brum.
All right, I'll do it. Richard, since you're not paying attention.
So now we got turf war. He's really immersed in his hand there. So region by region, we're just gonna see if anybody has a clear majority. Look, you got clear majority here. You own Wall Street.
Yeah, yeah.
You've occupied it. Number number 2.
We'll delete that pun from the final production.
Okay.
Just so you're counting, this guy's actually holding his hand up out of the water.
He's like, I don't like fishes. Brooklyn. Brooklyn goes to you, sir. You have clear majority.
Oh, to me.
Blue.
Derek got it.
Yeah.
Number 3, the Upper East Side, clear majority goes to
Right.
Tom.
Or where the people are.
Right. Number 4, clear majority goes to Derek. Now,
He already had it.
you may choose to put another one on there because from in future rounds, people will stack. If they gain it, they'll stack control. They'll stack their token on top of yours, which means they currently own it. At the end of the game, whoever has the most control tokens there will get the $5 bonus for control of that turf. So if you want to really get your foot, but you're limited. This is all you get.
Okay.
Playing complete games that go for it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
If you were going to complete, it was probably worth it. I would consider. If you really want to own that area, you're not going to. Somebody else is going to have to own it for 2 subsequent turns to get it out of you. Like you are the king of Upper
Oh,
East
so
Side.
most has it.
Most has it. No,
Or it's a bonus
that are
at
on
the
at any
top.
given.
Oh, the bonus.
Yeah, the bonus bonus at the end of the game. All right, are we?
Upper
Right,
West
Upper
Side's
West
mine,
Side.
isn't it?
Yeah, if you insist.
I do because we're drinking, folks.
Midtown is
Hold awake.
mine, baby.
Midtown's yours. Look at this. Look at so Tom really concentrated here.
No.
Now
Green
we
got 2.
tied here.
So yeah, so there's
Chelsea.
That's right. So that's
Nobody gets it.
Nobody gets it.
How many? I want to know how many territories Red has.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I'll remember
Wait,
that.
I want to know how many people actually chose to kill people in the first
When I played this.
think
You just didn't have an opportunity. That's all there is.
Well, you're right about that.
I think you're awaking a sleeping giant.
All right.
That's what's gonna
So that's
happen.
turf war. Now we are going to do some bribery. So
Goes to here, right?
we're going to bribe for new characters. Now, of course, since this is a demo, we're not going to finish the game, but we're going to play as though we had finished the game because we are honorable players.
Right.
Yeah, exactly right. So there are 4 power. And there's the number of players minus 1 ally cards that come out. These are powerful allies that we're going to bid for. They are cards that go in your hand like everything else, and they represent a new action that you get to take for the rest of the game. Instead, either instead of playing a thug or family member or playing a job.
So you just play the card.
You just play the card. It's yours, and you'll get it back at the end of the round.
Oh, but it counts towards your limit
It
too.
does
right?
count towards your hand size.
All
It's a
right.
permanent new ability that you get for the rest of the
And
game.
you have to pay that before you play all your thugs.
Nope, anytime.
So that's like a free
Anytime.
suitcase anytime you want.
Anytime, once an act, you can just free suitcase. So the tax advisor gives you that free suitcase. These guys are not all created equally. The hired muscle just straight up gives you $2 into your hand. The union boss and the mayor are actually, these guys let you control these neutral figures. The union boss, he moves the union boss figure, which is a neutral figure, to any thug space and lets you shake down that business as though it was a thug.
Okay, so that's like having an extra thug, and this is like having an extra
Right.
family member.
Although these guys do gum up majorities. It's a neutral influence on the area. So it's
As long
now,
as he's bringing me stuff, I'm okay with that.
right, which you can actually use him also to mess up other people's majority. And the mayor is having like an extra family member.
Never.
That's right.
Never.
So
putting
what
him
we're
in the
doing,
card here to show.
all of us are going to simultaneously reach into our suitcases, and we are going to bid for choice.
The money comes out of suitcases?
Out of the
Now, do you,
Oh,
I forget, do you lose the money if you bid it?
yes, you guys.
that definitely was not said at the beginning of the game.
I rewind, everyone. I said that you bid money out of your suitcase. You just did. You
sure you don't want to do that out of hand?
Nope. I said money in your hand is worthless to you until you put it in your suitcase.
that's
Does everybody remember?
Yes,
The money's
yes.
gone no matter
I
what,
remember
right?
it.
Well, hold on. I'll get there. So what we're doing is we're bidding for pick order. So we can bid any number of money. So take any number of money that you want to bid for pick order and put it in the lid of your suitcase, and we'll all reveal at the same time.
Does it have to be a single bill?
Nope.
Much
Give me as
you
many as you
want,
want.
all of it. But
So
you're
one of
gonna
us
lose
is
it.
not
And
getting
it can be
something.
zero.
One of
too,
us
right?
is yes.
Now, if
One
I
of
was
us
you,
will.
I'd really think about things because there's a lot of people who are thinking about maybe you're just reaching a little too far these days.
I was thinking
I don't want to say anything else. I'm just saying that some people
Threat has
think.
been noted and
Of
logged.
course, I think what you
Can't use the
think.
same
I thought
response
so.
twice.
What's a
I know
lovely-
Eric
Canned
feels
response.
that way.
What's a lovely Southern tone poem about rising above your station?
Yeah, just saying you might ought to back off.
All right,
a
so
little
the
bit.
bidding, the highest bidder's going to pick first, etc.
The highest bid.
Cold.
Highest bid.
Kind
is
of
gonna
warm
pick
where we're at,
first.
though.
Second highest bid is going to pick second. Third highest third. Fourth highest fourth. Ties are broken from the horse head. So Tom beats Derek in ties. Derek beats me. I beat Richard.
Okay, so me taking that horse head really helped you out because I don't have any money in my suitcase hardly, maybe at all.
You know?
So now we decide. Now the
I
fourth
don't
player.
think I
the-
believe what you're
the
saying.
fifth-
I don't think you know what that means.
The fifth pick is not going to get anything, but they keep their money.
Okay.
Oh, so there's no harm in bidding some money.
Well, everything you bid, if you
He's
win
gonna get
something, you're
spent.
going to lose it.
I don't care.
It's only your victory points. All right, ready? I'm
Yep.
set.
He has a lot of victory points.
This
I
is
can tell
important.
you.
Let's suitcase.
All right, hang on.
Oh, really?
It's a one.
So,
Okay. You
So
are
I'm going to
first.
do this.
Yep, you're out, Tom. You take the mayor. I'm
Do
actually.
you remember that discussion we had?
I'm going to take the tax advisor.
you know, I like that.
Dude, he just gave you the union boss.
I wanted the tax advisor.
This goes back to the.
I've seen what the tax advisor can do.
You know what?
Does the union boss card stay in front of you or in your hand?
Goes in your hand.
Do your own taxes.
This goes
That's what
away,
I
though.
do.
Yes.
There you go.
So now,
And it goes in before we discard.
that's right. Now,
We do a lot of creative taxes, so the tax advisor is helpful.
now we have to. Now, all unfortunately, the
Sometimes we move commas and
All right, so
decimal
I'm
points.
discarding 3 ones.
we have to discard down to 5 cards, everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'd like to
Hey,
discard 2 of them into my suitcase.
That's legitimate?
No.
It is if you aren't caught.
You've already done blatant cheating. I don't think.
here's a 2,
My.
and here's a.
Get rid of a job?
You know what? My boys have plenty of work.
I'm just saying that when my guys take a job, we finish it.
I'm just saying my boys are starting to remember that.
Lazy.
Lazy. Wow, I'm losing all my money.
Sorry, all I hear is.
So can we discard these 2 jobs and all?
You know what they say? You know, pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. You keep it up.
So that okay.
I'm
So
just saying
that
I have friends
refresh.
over here on this side of the river.
You know, we got a lot
So-
of business to do.
guys, this was round 1. We are since we don't have the time to finish the entire game. We get so imagine we got to use these cool characters in future rounds. But I'll just tell you what happens. So, like, once this is done, we're going to move to Act 2. In Act 2, The Turk, is when the Turks are muscling in on Corleone territory, and we have to call in our wartime consigliere. Everybody gets a second family member, so we get more powerful. Oh, by the way, at the end of the round, we pull all of our guys back, including out of the river.
Yeah.
I
My
don't know why that
guys,
was
He was lonely.
So we get all our guys back. So now we have these guys to play with, and we continue going. Now we have all these cool characters that we had in our hand that we get to use in future rounds if we were to finish.
No one cried louder at his funeral than I did.
well, it was a sad funeral.
We
I was
fill up-
super
all
sad.
admit.
I hope they find the murderer.
I really felt
Fill
for
up
you,
all the
too.
jobs, which are now available for the next round, and then we play again. So then we put a new business out for which in this particular case would
Fill
be
these two.
we put new allies. So we now take the Act 2 allies from there. There are more than we can possibly include in a game. So we take 4 out of that deck, put the rest back in the box.
But did they come out in a specific order?
Nope, you shuffle them up and put them out.
I think those stay.
There
Those
are
stay. Those are
4
refreshed.
out of the 6 allies.
There will be new
per
allies
act.
that come out here.
Oh, but they are per act, though.
Per act.
You're not going to see the mayor show up.
So
in
now you're going to see
4.
the act.
There is a mayor card in.
So those would come
2
out.
and 3.
Yeah, there's a mayor.
He's a better version.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's cooler than the one that you took.
It is.
They're upgraded.
It gets better all the way along.
But they're also.
Ooh, the police chief.
I could also get both of them.
You really want to get that Hollywood producer at the end, especially if you have the horse head. They go together. I usually end the wedding with a song from Frank.
Go ahead.
So,
I'm listening.
and then we would just put a new business down. So, like in this case, we have a new booze, and then the next round, boom, Sonny's murder. Spoiler alert. This is, of course, the point where the Don decided and capitulated and decided, well, all right, maybe it's all right.
I forgo any vendetta.
For the good of the family.
For the good of the family. And now
good
the
of
better,
business.
the more advanced businesses come into play, which could include, the crazy exchange, right? Or like look at that crazy stuff that's coming up. Or oh whoa, what happened here? Narcotics could enter the game.
We don't,
I would-
we don't deal in
I would
narcotics.
never
I'm
deal
just
in
saying,
narcotics.
we
Very
don't.
ugly. Very ugly.
Got my eye on you.
After Act 3, it's possible.
Keep that.
Medicinal value for us only.
And of course, narcotics are a new type of resource, which is everything, completely wild. And then finally, the last one is the betrayal, and we actually call our heir into play.
We
And
call that
us-
payback time.
We get a whole bunch of people and things get bloodier and bloodier and bloodier, and then that's it. The game's over. We then we count everybody gets a $5 bonus for whoever controlled each turf. Straight in the suitcase. Oh, you're going to discard all but 2 cards at the end of the game. You get the suitcases for free, but then we just take our money out of our suitcase, compare jobs of each of the 4 types. Whoever had the most of each will get $5 bonuses. Turf gets $5
Did you say those 2
bonuses.
cards go in your suitcase? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Are gray jobs always like a hit other people?
That's right. The jobs all have flavors, right? Right. Exactly right. The
I
green
would
jobs are-
probably have the most grays by the end of the game. I feel.
I don't think so because I was
The
gonna
green
tell
jobs
you
are
that.
about. The green
Unless
jobs.
he got in
what
front
to
of me.
believe. You would never.
Green jobs are about moving people
I would never, but
around.
you know what?
The shakedown is
One of
about
you guys
shakedown.
poisoned my brother.
And that's the game.
All I know is I'm looking to blow up a car.
All right, folks. I'm sorry
That's
that.
pretty nice what I got in my.
I'm sorry you don't get to see a
suitcase
full
over
game of
there.
this, but very soon we're going to play a full game of this live on the Dice Tower with Sam and Z and all that jazz. So you'll see that at some point. But thanks for teaching the game to us and
Thank
showing
you
it
for
off.
playing.
Thank you for.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
shooting
thank you
again.
for including me.
I will shoot you dead in every game we ever play.
Fair enough. I guess we're done playing games together, Tom.
Something you can count on.
All right. You got any closing thoughts for us, sir?
You know, I think this was a very amicable, very respectful, wonderful time with my dear friends, and I wish you all the best, and thank you for coming to my daughter's funeral, wedding, whatever.
Your daughter's wedding?
Yeah.
I love how he assumed he speaks from the point of view of the winner, right?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. That's very good.
I should probably go watch this movie.
The Godfather. I wouldn't even tell people I hadn't seen this movie. I wouldn't even tell people.
It's like he just told thousands.
I know. Well, you know, there's something I would. Okay, I will
Guys,
attack you now.
Let's start a GoFundMe for Derek to watch The Godfather.
Thanks, guys,
All
for
of
watching. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
Derek Porter, be well.
I'm Sam Healy and Z Garcia.
Berkey.
Richard Launius.
See you next time.